Hi, I'm Kai from ELTAKO, and today I'd like to introduce you to our new meter gateway, the FGW14-IP. With the FGW14-IP, I can analyze the meters in our Series 14 via MQTT or REST API. What variants of the FGW14 are available? There is the FGW14W-IP, which has a Wi-Fi interface, and there is the FGW14WL-IP. In addition to the Wi-Fi interface, this also has an additional connection via Ethernet. What does a Series 14 meter bus look like with our FGW14? I would like to show you this. As with all Series 14 systems, I always need a bus master at the beginning, in this case our FAM14. Then there is the FGW14-IP and up to 64 electricity meters, which can be analyzed via the FGW14. When setting up the Series 14, please ensure that the bus line is wired correctly. It is important that you terminate the bus at the beginning and end with a terminating resistor. It is also important that you connect the RSA and RSB bus lines correctly. Depending on the device, please ensure that the wiring and assignment of the individual connection terminals is correct. Once you have properly commissioned the Series 14 bus, you still need to assign a device address for each subscriber or meter. This can be done conveniently via the display for Series 14 3-phase meters. With other devices, you may have to do this using the built-in adjusting wheels. To assign the device addresses, the bus master, in our case the FAM14, must perform a device scan. This is done on the upper rotary wheel by turning the position from 2 to 1. As soon as I turn this to 1, the FAM assigns a device address to a device that is ready to learn. In our case, I would like to demonstrate this with our 3-phase meter. This means that I now set it to learning mode. You can now see here that it has the device address 0. Now I turn the FAM to position 1, and you can now see here that the device, the meter, flashes very briefly and is assigned a device address. I can now carry out this step with the next counters, one after the other. It is important that the rotary knob is then set back to position 2. Now that we have assigned the device address, we want to integrate the FGW14 into our network. It is important to note that the FGW14 has fixed IP addresses, which may vary depending on the network or Wi-Fi connection. To do this, simply open your browser and enter the IP address of the respective interface. This will take me to the web interface, where I can make various additional configurations. Now I land on the main page in the system settings. Here, among other things, there is the option to set the time. If the device is connected to the internet, the time is automatically obtained via an NTP server. In my case, the device is offline. However, I can easily set the system time here. I won't go through all the points with you now, but only the relevant ones for us, specifically everything related to the ELTAKO Series 14 bus. Primarily, the devices section is important for us. I click on it once and now I see all compatible power meters connected to my Series 14. In our case, I see our 3-phase meter of type DSZ14 with the bus address 1, which I just assigned during the device addressing. I can now assign a name to this meter, for example PV system, and can also specify that I want to forward this information to MQTT. If I had multiple meters connected here, I could set this individually. Furthermore, by clicking on this arrow, I can see the current meter, reading and consumption. I have connected a small load here just for demonstration purposes. If I had a PV system connected, this value would be somewhat larger. This was a brief overview of our new FGW14-IP. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments. Otherwise, until next time, goodbye.